Thank you very much, Cathaoirleach. I'm glad to get the opportunity to talk on the budget again. As the days go by since the budget, many people realise that they are no better off than they were, or will be no better off than they were before the budget. I mean, the cost of energy, the cost of electricity, and the way that this is being operated, that these energy companies are left charge exorbitant sums, and then we're here trying to pass a bill, trying to get a windfall tax off of them. And I ask again, where is the regulator? Why are these people, who are now all mostly private investors since the state closed down Bord na Móna, and we're at their every whim, and they can charge us what they like, seeing as the minister and the regulator are not putting any curb on them. Infrastructure has been badly neglected over the years, and again it's worse in this budget, because, like has been said before, the local improvement schemes, all we're getting is enough to do 24 or 5 roads each year off a list that now still remains at 650. It was pointed out at a recent Kerry County Council meeting that it will take 30 years to exhaust the list, and many people will have died before that happens. And that's a sad reflection on the way we're treating the people in rural Ireland. Again, and then we have the situation where the Killarney bypass has been actually shelved, where there are 23,000 vehicle movements each day, and this has been shelved again after people waiting for over 23 or 4 years for this very important road. Indeed, class 3 roads and minor roads are totally neglected, and the local authority isn't getting near enough funding for that. Housing, we've been calling here for a tax reduction, a meaningful tax reduction for people in the private sector to incentivise them to let houses to people who would need to put a roof over their head. And all we see is that if you're someone that has a house and will rent it to refugees, you'll get an 800 euros a month tax exemption. Why isn't that tax exemption available to our people as well? And it's the same with school transport. We have a situation very local to me where there's a bus, a 24-seater bus, taking 11 refugees to a certain school, and 13 local children will not be left on that bus. I don't want to treat refugees or people who come into the country badly, but I certainly want to ensure, Minister, that our children in Killarney are treated the same as the people that are coming into the county. And that's only fair to ask for that. Every man and woman is being hurt by the carbon tax, whether they're working, taking children to school, whether it is the hauliers, whether it is the farmers. And I see today 129 for green diesel for farmers, and I know how much that would do in the tractors that we have today. And you're wondering then why the cost of living is going up, because the cost of food will have to go up also. When the farmers are no Mother Teresa's, and they can't. And then when we talk about agriculture and talk about the farmers, they're being vilified at every hand's turn. And I can tell you, Minister, and the government here tonight, you needn't worry about cows, because they're starting to get out of them themselves. The young people are not going to take over. I spoke to at least 6 farmers, big dairy farmers, that were self-sufficient and had a lot of money put into their farms, and they're telling me that their sons are not taking over. No way in the world for to be treated like they're being treated at the present time by this government, being vilified for, and agriculture is the only real natural resource that we have, because you don't want to look at the gas off the Kerry coast, or the oil off the Cork coast, or Shannon LNG to make ourselves any bit self-sufficient, closed out Bordemona and everything we had, and he hadn't satisfied till he put the farmers out of business, because that's what he have been doing, that's what he are doing, and that's what he'll continue to do while leave him aiming around directly what to do. Flooding. The whole country is up in arms about the flooding, and businesses destroyed and businesses ruined, but he will have to realise that if we don't clean out the rivers and clean out the gullies, that people are going to get flooded. And building in floodplains, like was done in Middleton, that's what happened there, and the river close to the town hasn't been cleaned out for 35 years. Indeed, I pointed out here before, the river Shannon hasn't been cleaned out since the 1880s, and it was done that time by the British. That was the last time it was done. So I'm saying to you, Minister, the other thing is health. You're saying he gave 22 billion or so to the health and to the HSE. And they're saying that it's not enough, Minister. And what's happening now is the sick people are feeling it, because we have a lack of GPs, we have a lack of nurses, we have extra people coming into our towns and villages, and there's more pressure on the knees, and it's even reflecting now in the fair deal that people are having a problem, that 85 and 86-year-olds can't access the fair deal now. They're being turned down, they're being told they're good enough to go home. And at the same time, one woman has arrived in Kerry General 21 times in the last 3 months by ambulance and sent home in a taxi. That's not good enough, Minister, and he must talk to the HSE. You've given them so much power that they're telling you now what they'll do and what they won't do. So that's not fair, and to the ordinary sick person that's feeling the pinch. My time is gone.